Good afternoon. My name is Michael Montuno. I'm founder and past president of the Chi chapter of the Pi Delta Psi Fraternity Incorporated at the University of South
What
Florida.
was the reason as to why you started this business?
So I started the fraternity for multiple reasons, but the foremost being that I felt that although the University of South Florida was a large, thriving campus with an incredibly diverse student population, the Asian community itself at the university didn't seem to have a good representative voice in the student body. Um, in terms of campus funding, not too much money was going towards events that were spreading cultural awareness of the different Asian cultures that I've held so dearly to me. So I felt that that was something that I could contribute to the University of South Florida and help enrich everybody's academic experience at the university.
What does it mean to you to be an entrepreneur?
So, to me, being an entrepreneur is being a visionary. You need to have a goal in mind, something that you're going to strive towards. You're always going to keep that foremost. But at the same time, although you have that goal, you need to be a very inspiring leader and somebody who will do whatever it takes to get the job done. So, in that sense, I felt that my goal was to start this fraternity, make this fraternity functional, make the fraternity functional, and give back to campus and build leaders in young men. So that was my goal. But at the same time, in being a leader, I had to be able to delegate different responsibilities among different people in the fraternity, among the group that I had starting the fraternity. Had to delegate those roles, had to trust people to fulfill those roles. And I also had to, make sure that the different responsibilities were appropriate for the different person. I had to understand the different members of my team, had to understand their strengths, their weaknesses, and use their strengths to the best of their ability to get the job done, whatever it may be, in getting the fraternity started. There are people that have better creative goals or creative capabilities in terms of marketing events, fundraising events. There are people that are more capable in terms of financial planning, that sort of thing. So understanding your team and being able to organize a strong team to get the job done, I think is definitely important in becoming an entrepreneur.
What do you wish you had been taught in school before setting out on your own path as an entrepreneur?
So before setting out onto this journey, I think one very important ability to sharpen is really how to handle the finances of the whole operation. Because no matter how you look at it, no matter how hard your drive is, your finances it's always going to be one significant limiting factor in terms of you achieving your overall goal. So I think a better financial sense would have benefited me before I set out to start the organization. And this is important in many ways. Knowing how to set the budget that's appropriate to your short-term goals, knowing how to balance the budget appropriately, and knowing where to, how to allocate your different funds is extremely important because there are different short-term expenditures that you need to worry about, but in terms of the big picture, you need to understand how these small expenditures might impact you in achieving your overall goal. So that's something that will help you in any, in really any venture